taking a chance to learn what's in my head. And reel out the thoughts that fill me with dread. You die for me when I won't even cry for you. Oh, please, Lord, tell me what must I do? Taking out a page each day from the letter you wrote to me. A book of life that I despise, but with your animosity. Take me back to a time we met on that bank all the day. We made it right from the first night till you threw it all away. Would you dance to make my grave when I'm gone? Or see me for that man that I've become? Would I see that you care when I'm in need of you the most? But you don't care. You're not there anymore. Confusion is a gift that forever falls in my own way. I'll never be so proud of that man I am today. Take me back to a time of our once happy days. Still you seem to ever haunt me with your condescending ways. Now it's time to do things right and get you out of my head. And reel out the thoughts that fill me with dread. Would you dance to make my grave when I'm gone? Or see me for that man that I've become? Or would I see that you care when I'm in need of you the most? But you don't care. You're not there anymore. And the pain you've caused fell from afar. And the message that you portrayed, it caused me too much sorrow and pain. But I won't fall for that anymore. Would you dance to make my grave when I'm gone? Or see me for that man that I've become? Would I see that you care when I'm needing you the most? But you don't care. You're not there anymore.
Everyone, welcome back to Not In My Lifetime channel. Yeah, so it's been about 11 days since the last stream. Again, that's not even because I want to do streams. I mean, it's been an absolute boring few days. I have never, honestly, right? Usually I'm okay with this, but I mean, Alpha said as well. Like, it's been so quiet regarding like obviously we've had like about obviously the Puma deal and that, and murmurings here and there, but it's been so quiet regarding transfer regarding anything. But even players out since Kyle Walker's gone to Burnley. So yeah,
I mean,
it just
we all knew Walker wanted to leave as well, which makes it a lot easier to get him involved. So even that is already news. We knew it was going to happen.
yeah. Big up Dash. Exactly. Well, if it's positive news, Kolo Toure was obviously part of the Backroom style. I think that's really good. I think he obviously a real good presence to have. I think now I think it's someone a bit more positive. Obviously, it's someone different, a bit more experienced, obviously in defensive stuff. So definitely be a much better, I think, person in the back have for going to a new season. But it's what I mean. It's like to be honest, most of the stream will be a lot of waffle. Rather than sitting here talking about topics, it's kind of hard to resit it and try and. Huh?
Those tend to be the best streams. The waffle fest.
To be fair, they are, yeah. Because, like, again, just chill in the chat with you guys. Because let's be real, right? We've got a month to go until the season starts. So we might as well just sort of chill and waffle a bit. Also, by the way, we're back on soon. Is that he's got a busy few days coming up. So I thought I'd have someone with me. So we've got a shot there, and also we could sort of chill and chat. Alpha a bit, which would be good. This is also Turkish League. One of my players get off about Shady. Do you know what I mean, mate? A Turkish League, mate, have a real presence about them. I mean, I know it's not a massive, it's not it's like Serie A or like that, but it's a big league that has a lot of fans. It's a massive fan base, isn't it? And culture in Turkey, like Galatasaray, Fenerbahce, but Besiktas is massive in Turkey. So it doesn't surprise me at all.
The Turkish league, the problem is they can't attract the top talents because people don't want to live in Turkey, for one. It's not a very attractive country to live in. I know it's attractive to go on holiday for a few weeks to Istanbul, but try living in Istanbul. It's not as attractive. So they can't attract the top players because of that already. And the next problem they have is when Turkish clubs try to buy players from the big good clubs, for example, they ask ridiculously big wages to players. Yep. And on top of that, they ask ridiculous transfer fees. So they can pay the wages because they've got a lot of money, or they can pay the transfer fee because they've got a lot of money, but they can't pay both. And what the Turkish clubs have the problem is that in a weird situation, they have more money than Eredivisie, than Liga Portugal, than Jupiler Pro League. They've got more money than all of these leagues, but they've got like just a little bit less than like Liga, or if I would say, Bundesliga, Serie A. They've got like just a bit less. So they're in a position where they can pay the wages, or they can pay the fees, but they can't pay both, which is a very interesting position, I guess, that they're in. I think if Turkey was like 5% richer, the league at least, country doesn't always translate well, but if the league was 5% richer, I think they will be able to get in the top players. I think they only a very small amount of weight from being an actual top league, in my opinion.
Yeah, as the Bundesliga and Premier League clubs are showing strong interest in Nico O'Reilly. The thing is, right, I'm being funny here. Like, I would love Nico to play, but we've got to ask the question there. Is he going to play right now? 11 minutes in midfield? Not like that.
Sorry to interrupt it, but just to ask, chat, does my microphone sound better now? Because someone did say that.
I wasn't sure if my speakers are, but I'm happy it's been sorted now. I was like, it's underwater right now. Underwater.
Yeah, it's because like my it's my Windows that updated and I'm still fixing all the settings. So for some reason, it's changed my microphone because I have a microphone on my webcam and I have like a normal microphone. So it changes my microphone to my webcam microphone, which just doesn't sound that good for some reason.
Yeah,
which is annoying.
Yeah, but Nico O'Reilly for me, right? I said before, right? Like this whole contract thing I read a while ago. I was happy to hear it, but I keep thinking, is he going to play enough though? Like, I'm surely if someone of his quality, right, he won't be playing week in, week out, wouldn't he? But he's proven himself already at a decent level with us. It's like McAtee. Again, do you really want to be having these players on the bench, getting now and again? which again, you have to wonder, could you get rid of someone like Gundogan and give someone like his minutes? But then again, also you've got Reinders. So it's the thing. We're having a big squad we've got right now that we've got to try and trim down. Some players to go, and it's like,
you know what the problem is? People say, you know what people used to say, yeah? People used to say McAtee is better than Lewis to justify him getting the minutes. Now people are saying, oh, but O'Reilly is better than McAtee. People keep when these players don't start consistently, people make up the fantasy of what these players are like. But when they start playing consistently, you see what they are really made of, and then they don't always live up to the expectations. For McAtee, I don't mind him as a backup player, as a left back. If you look at Foden, yeah, Foden took years to get into that team. It took years. I think it's okay for O'Reilly to take some time, but he needs to play a certain level of time. He can't be playing 5 games a season. He needs to be getting 10 to 15 games.
Or getting ginger chat already. Great, fun. Cheers about that. Sorry, Wi-Fi camera and microphone. For fuck's sake. Yeah, I know. I've got to sort that out. I get a new laptop. It costs money. So unfortunately, it's like this. I've got to do until I get it sorted out. So unfortunately, we're not the high-level class that running on potato for the last year. I've got the 1K sub, so not bad because I've got barely much good as it is right now. I've got an 8-year-old laptop I'm using. A good microphone.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised you still got anything going with an 8-year-old laptop.
Right, it's still going strong. I don't know how many. Obviously, it's going to start going at some point, so I need to get it sorted out. I'm thinking I'm having to get a new laptop soon. So I've got a much
You're
better.
You're like Pep Bernardo. That laptop is.
I know. I've got to let go. Yeah.
Do I go points me?
Yeah, I think everyone is not happy with the mic. Yeah, look, sorry guys. Again, I've got to get it sorted out. I do, unfortunately, but it's just I've used it for a while now. But it is what it is. I'm doing a bit better what I can. But yeah. Anyway, we'll have to move it. Unfortunately, I can't really sort of sit here and change it now. All we do is just stream while we can with it. But the thing is, at the quiet, all the news right now, how quiet it is. It's been nice to sort of just chill and relax. It's been not been, but it's more the case of it's a bit concerned that there's no news of players going out. Like if one player out the door, which we'll lose happen anyway. But now all of a sudden it's nothing. Not even Grealish. It's been linked with a move away. Yeah?
I see people on Twitter now saying Grealish needs to stay. After you know what he said in the Oasis concert? He was at the Oasis concert and he said that he loves Man City. And now all the fans are like, oh, he needs to stay as midfielder. And I'm like, bro. We can't be having a rebuild here and Jack Grealish staying, Bernardo staying, Gundo staying. Some of these players have to leave. Some of them have to leave. Galatasaray being linked away. Galatasaray being linked away. Sorry, Ederson being linked away. Listen, no disrespect to Ederson, but he has to go. Ortega also, because I would like to get a bench goalkeeper who's homegrown. It doesn't need to be great. It just needs to be okay. For the bench, homegrown, because that will help a lot. Kovacic has to go for me. I think that we still need a right back. So what does happen with Matthijs Nunes then? Does he stay as backup? Does he leave? Gundogan has to go. For me, Bernardo has to go. He won't because he's captain, but I think he should. So I think there's a lot of players here that we're looking at that aren't going to leave. And this rebuild, I know that a rebuild takes time, But listen, we've already lost time. This rebuild could be halfway done already, but Pep cost us time. That is time we need to make up for now. So I feel like we can't be moving slowly. 3 players is not enough. Listen, I rate all 3 signings, yeah?
Yeah.
3 of them is not enough. We need a right back and we need a goalkeeper, desperately. Because I don't care if you think Ederson is still good or not. He doesn't want to be here. It's clear that he doesn't even want to be here anymore.
Now people will say, "Oh, but he said he wants to stay." Well, the thing is, he left on this deal. For me, him staying would be, "I'm signing a new deal." That's you staying.
Yeah.
But it's all good saying that you're going to stay. But if I see no contract signed, then I mean, you're out the door. Then I'm sorry, but that's kind of where I'm at with Ederson now. Like again, I don't hate the guy. Like, I think for me personally, right, if he does go, he goes. I won't cry about him. I'm kind of like, as long as we get the player in to replace him, it's fine. Like I imagine it's Costa looking up to replace him. I'm fine with that. I like Costa. He's a decent goalkeeper, but it's just for me. It's more the fact that of how quiet it is. Like that's what surprises me. It's the fact that there's no actual links anywhere. Like Dumfries was one, but it's like one or two sources saying that at best, and that was it. Like it's been like even the OTKs, bro, have been quiet. Even the OTKs that waffle, I've been quiet. Like the whole thing has gone quiet. I mean, it is baffling. Like I'm not even angry.
All quiet on the Western Front.
Exactly. Yeah. All quiet on the City front, mate. All we're getting now, kits, mate. Kits and
City, Manchester is west of England, so that is a joke. It's all the way on the west.
Oh, well. It's true, but Steve. No, Steve, I agree. I do think we're looking at players to get out the door. The problem is, as I said before at LB stream as well, we need buyers of these players because I'm pretty sure City will get players obviously in the door still, but we need players out the door. It's still just, and we're still waiting around for said players that aren't good enough to lead. Well, obviously you can't just sell them out of the contracts because obviously that costs a lot of money. Even more than actually selling them on anyway. See, the thing is, Steve, as much as I do, for me with the whole 115 thing, right, it could be that, but the thing is with that, right, how long have we been waiting for now for a announcement on that? What, like 4 months now? 5 months?
Don't worry about 115. It's going to go to, it's 131 now. It will be 156 in a few weeks or a few months. It will go over to 230. Don't worry about that.
I'm not bothered.
It'll keep going up until it hits 1,000 charges and then it will be dropped. 2030. It'll go until then.
Yeah, I'm not really bothered about it. I'm thinking me like I think what it is, right, and I'll talk about it as well. I mean, fan base and the fighting. I mean, I said before in a previous stream, but it's still not calmed down yet. Like it's been 2 weeks since Al Halal, and we're still arguing about stuff. Yeah, it hasn't calmed down. We are still arguing about stuff. Like, guys, I get it. I get that you agree everything. That's completely fine. Have debates and that. When you start really abusing each other and personal threats, it's like this is football. It ain't that deep, guys.
Yeah, you know what I started doing to piss people off? I started adding streams with Pep out because it pisses people off.
Well, the thing is, Alpha, right? You at one point were seen as a massive extremist regarding Pep out. Now you're like normal. Like you just regular, yeah, vanilla. This is how mad. This is how mad, right? Since November last year, it's gone from that to now. I'd never ever seen it like this, like different. Like
last season, we beat not Aston Villa. We beat Wolves away. We lost to Brighton, I believe, away. We lost to Spurs at home. We lost to Man United at home. It's at home, right? Man United. And we lost to Arsenal away. That's our first 5 fixtures next season.
I did watch the game, mate. I watched it obviously in the morning afterwards. But I mean, I get the form was shit, bro. But it doesn't mean we start hating each other and being horrible to each other. Like, look, of course, debate and have an opinion. Crack on with that. If you're pep out or out, go for it. As long as you're respectful to each other's opinions on it, it's up to you. But don't start being horrible and personal, man. There's no need for it at all.
At least Pep Guardiola broke a record for the most losses in takeover history. There you go, all the records for the Pep.
But what I find quite annoying, right, is that all the things that we have, right, best home record, best record in Champions League, unbeaten in Champions League run, it's gone. It's like, whoa, like a condemned man. It's all gone. Got nothing left. all them years gone.
To be fair, so those records are just made to end. Like, records like that are always going to come to an end. So you can go start a new run with the intent of surpassing your old run, but it's just the way it happens, right? It's not the fact that these records come to an end. It's the way it happens, right? And it's the way it happened, I mean. It's just... It was so bad last season. I am wholly convinced that the combination of the treble and 1 in 13 broke this club inside and out, because the expectations were so high and the result was so low, especially after last season. Because what people said last season when we won the 4th beat is it's hangover from the treble. We won a league title, 3 trophies, and people said it's hangover from a treble. That's where the expectation was at. Now, if you go another season and you win 1 FA Cup and finish 2nd, or you win 1 Premier League, the expectation comes down to something realistic again. To something like, okay, we're not going to win the treble every season. We're going to win our FA Cup once in a while. We're going to win our league title in a while. But it's not the fact that we got worse from the treble, which is expected. It's the fact that we won a treble, had a decent season, so people couldn't use the treble hangover on the next season, and still had high expectations, because the treble hangover, you win a title. So now the expectations are high. And instead of just a small decrease or even staying level, it's you hit a wall, you hit a wall, you crash into it. I'd make a few jokes inappropriate. I really need to start doing membership streams. I can't make half the jokes I want to make, though. But you crashed into the wall so hard that bro, you didn't even realize you hit a wall. Lights out already. We just crashed so hard, so fast. It needs to be studied. The fact that we finished 3rd needs to be studied, by the way. I mean, what's the state of the Premier League right now? But I mean, we have bought better players, but I just don't think it's enough, to be honest.
No, I'm kind of... the thing is, right, when you see Liverpool, like, doing what I'm... Let's see if it will let me share the screen. Hopefully, if it doesn't let me share it, it's fine. But Liverpool going after Isak and Rodrigo and that, and going all these players, it just... I'm not panicking because I'm not doing that at all, but we definitely need some level of quality in this team to back it up. I think look, for me, the actual squad itself with certain players out the door is really good. The problem is when you start looking at Liverpool's trajectory and look at where they're going with it, it's concerning, because you think if they get Isak and Rodrigo in, mate, that's massive.
Yeah, but it's Arteta. You don't win trophies with Arteta.
What slot? Liverpool. Isak.
Sorry, Liverpool. Are Liverpool linked to Rodrigo?
Dave, exactly. That's very true. Our business was done very, very early, which I'm happy with, by the way. I'm happy with that. But the problem is, you're right. We're now having to drive hard to have to do hard bargains now. They can play out the door, because that's where we are now. We have to kind of accept that, unfortunately, we won't always get the right deals for certain players, which is what it is. But yeah. Oh, God, I'm actually Johnny Met God now and religion now.
Guys, I've ordered the priest suit. By the way, I've ordered it. It arrives in 10 days.
Because you're just going to get Haaland, Chris Wood. Yeah, you know what? Why not?
Chris Wood, backup striker, Man City fan, can win some trophies at the Etihad.
Speak about Nico. Well, bro, it's kind of a weird one because obviously at the moment it's just speculation. I know Romano will say obviously clubs are looking at him, and to me that's quite concerning itself because okay, that's not a good sign if I'm right in saying wasn't there a contract on the table for him at one point a couple months ago, and that was going to sign it. So what's happened there then? I mean, it's a bit of a
What's the matter with you?
I don't know.
What?
Big up Martin, smash it big up Martin. I won't mention Ironian. I know. One more thing to add to the fan base, Martin. One more thing to add to the fan base is already.
Hey, to be fair, I did ask because can I share my screen? Do you mind?
You go on, yeah.
I did ask for it. I asked for the content. It is content, to be fair, tomorrow.
I'm once again asking for me to give me content. Well, we get just what we want, really. Actually, I've got an idea. If you actually look up, right, because obviously part of the stream, we're going to do a tier list of all the signings post takeover, and for some reason, I can't get it up myself on my end. So could you look up on tier list maker the post City right, and if you can control where to put it in the chat, because I thought it's something fun to do. You know, it's a bit quiet, but apart from that, I could sort of just do it. So if you look like, is it tier maker? It's called. I think it's tier maker.
A tier list maker, I think it's called.
A tier maker. It's called tier maker.
Okay. Yeah. I'll. I mean, it's so many signings, though. It will take forever to get through it.
But to be fair, we'll go over the ones that matter. The ones no one cares. Yeah. Right, man's fifth choice.
Like a Haaland,
exactly. Yeah. Mark Moreno, Dan Bizarro, Javi Garcia, Scott Sinclair. The real important ones that actually did a lot good for the club. Man's fifth choice. Well, to be honest, Mark, I agree. The thing is, I think talented, right? He's a talented player that I think will do a lot of good for us. But when you factor in that we need to get rid of certain players to even get them a chance to play some minutes, it's not a good sign at all. And that's what I'm kind of worried about. I think if someone like Leverkusen might come in for him, he should go there and ball out there.
For me, McAtee, yeah. I think McAtee was done dirty. By the way, he was promised something and he wasn't given it. And you can say, yeah, tactics, this or that, or he didn't play well enough. The fact is, he was promised something and he wasn't given the opportunity late into the season. For O'Reilly, I think he can do a job as a backup left back. And I want him to play as a backup left back to cup games, the lower opposition games in the Premier League, off the bench, the games against the weaker teams in Champions League. I want O'Reilly to get these minutes because, I mean, if you look at Foden, he was a midfielder, started out wide, had to come into midfield over the course of 8 years. It took him 8 years to get into that midfield. Gvardiol is, if Pep plays Gvardiol as a backup left back, and Aki, short Aki, but he's gone in a year, so this is the problem with Pep. If Pep is going to be prioritizing short term here over the long term, then we're not doing a rebuild, are we? Rebuild is prioritizing your long-term future. So Aki has gone in a year. You can't be saying Aki here and doing a rebuild all at the same time. O'Reilly doesn't want to play left back.
There he is. All right, mate. Everything good, man.
Maybe he doesn't. But if he wants to come into Man City's midfield, he'll first have to play left back for a while, just as Foden had to play winger for a while. And if he doesn't want to do that, that's fair enough. But you need to give him the opportunity to make that choice. In my opinion, if a player wants to leave, let them leave. But first, give them options before they make that decision. Don't make the decision for them. Unless it's shit.
Okay. Fair enough. Or does it want us wait a year or so?
I mean, I answered that. Let him make the decision. Don't make the decision for him. Like with Nico Gonzalez, the news was first that he's not in the plans, and then the news was that his wife, or was it his girlfriend, I don't remember, doesn't like Manchester. I mean, sounds like agent waffle because the story keeps changing, but let's say it's true. Let's say that he's not happy in Manchester. If a player is not happy here, let them go. But don't. But if this is a good player, don't make the decision for them. Don't look a good player out of minutes and force their hand into leaving. Don't do that type of stuff. Is what I'm saying. O'Reilly is still going to be here next season, I think. I doubt he leaves next season. Give him minutes as a left back. And if he isn't happy with that, he can jog on. That's his choice. But make sure he has the minutes so you don't force him to leave, basically. So you don't force him out.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what it is, right? I think we're all a bit disappointed. Oh, look, if he does go, he does go. I mean, in football, you have to accept that not every player that you want to see play for the club gets a chance, and it's a shame because there's some players that I wish got the opportunity, but it is what it is. You know, it's a football. You know, some players just go on to other teams and are doing really well, and you wonder what if. Like, for example, I thought Cole Palmer was a player. I'm not saying Palmer, but at the level that Chelsea now, whereas us, because I think you look at the amount of minutes. So it's why I don't get upset or angry about Palmer. I mean, I'm like, well, he's gone to a club that suits him. He's the main man there, and he's going to be, you know, and he's actually given the opportunity to do that. Obviously, at City, he was given chances, but it wasn't first team opportunities, you know, all the time. So yeah, it's like he's around. Bear with me, people. But yeah, it's one of those things where I just think I know people want to play. I do as well. I want to see opportunities, but he doesn't want to stay here and fight for his place and wants to get football now. I can't blame him for doing that, really.
Yeah, I mean, if he wants to play now, fair enough. But even then, I would say loan him out. Try to loan him out. You need to fight with these players because if you don't fight with these players, they will leave. You need to give some fight, show you care about them, and show that you have a future plan for them. If that's actually the case. Like with McAtee, we fought with McAtee. We fought with this guy. We promised him things. We promised him, you will get minutes. And we didn't give him minutes. So that is unacceptable for me. You can't make promises you'll break to players. Try fighting for these players, but only if you're wanting to fight for them. I think O'Reilly is a player worth fighting for. He's got physicality, finishing, not most important for a player of his position, but still he's got finishing. He's got decent speed on him. He's style. Pep Guardiola likes style midfielders and style players in general, really. I think he's got decent technical ability. I think his passing is good. I think he's very composed. I think he did very well when he came in last season. I think he's versatile. He's got a bit of everything. O'Reilly.
Very quickly, I'm not watching. Come back soon. I know obviously it's been gone for a while, but I think last season was a bit difficult. It was. I think both Alex and Danny both wanted to just chill, do their own thing, which obviously I understood completely. I think we're aiming to try and do and get back for the season. It should be good. Obviously, I'm not saying it'll be a weekly thing, on depending on where people are free, but the plan is to try and get a podcast out consistently again, back to doing it again. It's not the fact that they're both gone; they're still there, still obviously part of the channel. And, you know, it was us for it start off initially, so it is coming soon. Just it's kind of like just trying to work out a schedule for it. But mate, just crack on. That's what I sort of say that really.
Yeah, but I think you know what this year. When you allow these players to leave, when you don't fight for these players, you end up not having them. You then fight for Cole Palmer, now he's elsewhere. You then fight for McAtee, now he's leaving. So, am I saying that these players are worth fighting for? I mean, in retrospect, clearly Palmer was. And I was happy when Palmer left. I thought, yay, 40 million, free money. But retrospectively, looking back, I think well more than half the fan base would love to have Palmer back. So we need to learn from these mistakes. We can't be afraid to admit it's a mistake. I mean, he scored in every final he's played. So you need to admit in it if it's a mistake. It's a mistake that we let him go, I think. Am I mad about that? No. Nobody thought that he was going to be that good. Same with Rodgers. Same with a lot of players that have left. But at some point, we need to learn from these players that leave and get very good elsewhere. Maybe we have talent on our hands that is worth fighting for. How often does a Man City player go out on loan and come back to play regularly? It doesn't happen.
Yeah, no. But this is what I mean. Then again, this is the thing, though. If Nico Roy is to go and we get Gibbs White instead, again, it's going to one homegrown player, another, isn't it? So are you really replacing? Obviously, you get better quality, I suppose. It's not, but surely you'd rather have it Riley still at the club, still, wouldn't you? That's what I'm thinking, anyway.
I would force out Bernardo, to be honest. I don't care his captain. If homegrown is not an issue.
The issue is, Matt, I'll say, I don't think you'll see the rebuild fully done for at least another couple of years. I feel like next season you have a lot of good, brilliant. They have like a brilliant George Samaras. I love that. Brilliant. That's brilliant.
Joke's so good, Luke starting time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Does he still play football? Samaras?
Do you know what it is? He might have retired. I've got to check this, actually. Got to check this. Hold on. Just what's he doing now? Works at a kebab shop. No, he's not. He's retired now. Yeah, that was it. While with us, he went to Celtic loan, Celtic, West Brom. I went to Al Hilal on loan.
Is that before or after he played for us? We got him from. Where did we get him from? Heerenveen?
Heerenveen, yeah. Heerenveen. And then he went to Rayo OKC, Zaragoza, and then he retired at Samsunspor in Turkey.
Damn, so he's only just retired.
In 2018, yeah, so that's 7 years ago.
Okay, yeah, 7 years ago.
Yeah. It's a weird player. Like he scored some great goals for Celtic, didn't he? For Celtic, doesn't he? As well, it's a very bizarre career. It could have been.
You got some wingers. Sometimes you just have wingers, and they score mad goals once in a while, and then they just beg for 2 months.
What is this guy? What is he doing?
I need to match little hats. You got to have some little.
That's the Oasis gear.
Little by little, mate.
Oh God, here we go.
And
it gets worse.
1 second. I need to match this energy.
Well, to be fair, that body bought a picture already matched it already. Well, he's here, but obviously pre-Oasis tomorrow, which is good. Obviously, it's Heaton Park. I mean, is it going to be warm tomorrow? I imagine it will be.
Supposed to be hot, yeah. Looking forward to it.
I bet you are. It's your stand day rather than the mosh pit, so it's not too bad.
Very true. Mixing it with the VIPs as well.
I know. Lucky bastard. VI experience Oasis, front row seats. Fair play. Yeah, but no, I mean, the thing is, we were just chatting obviously just now about the lack of news. Obviously, we've had a bit here and there, but like it's been so quiet, hasn't it? The last like couple of weeks.
Yeah, it is. I've got a question for the chat and for you as well. What are we saying? Are we saying this way, like this, or we can do the old reversal? Because it's
my god,
it's a good old reversal, and you can have the multiple liddles. What are we saying? What are we saying, chat? Are we going for multiple blue, or are we going for the liddles all over? What are we saying?
Little all over. It looks better.
There you go.
Luke got rich man sunglasses.
Yeah, aviators. We're all flats now, so yeah. Rant incoming. Yeah, well, he's too chill to rant usually. If he's ranting, it's going to be a lot of this. Yeah, just don't remember, guys. Don't interrupt him. All right. I'm not having that.
Let me finish. No, to be honest, I'm just here for the vibes. I'm here for good energy. And yeah, what we saying? It's a bit quiet. It's a bit quiet, isn't it, at the moment?
It is. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, when you like, it's right. Yeah, it's right. Everyone's like LB streams right. He's struggling to even get over an hour and a half, sometimes even 2 hours on streams now because of how quiet. And I don't blame him. You have to get contact. I don't blame him, but he's struggling right now because it's like there's barely any news. It's a Puma deal, but like it's what a 10-year £1 billion deal to rattle more cages, which I suppose was good. You know, £1 billion
I can
more.
get over an hour. I'm doing ChatGPT streams now.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. ChatGPT streams. This is what we're doing now.
That's how desperate I am for the content. The game was so shit, I had to turn it into a ChatGPT stream instead. Because I was actually doing a watch along, but the game was shit, bro. I was doing a watch along to like Champions League qualifiers, and well, the quality was awful. It was a San Marinese team, the champions of San Marino. Like they've not got a single professional player, but they're playing Champions League qualifiers.
That is insane, though. That is insane seeing an amateur team, something like that, playing Champions League. That's mad. Fair play.
They got destroyed, though. They got destroyed.
Good show. I'll say that. No, but because it's been what a day since we've done a stream ever, hasn't it? But the thing is, like as I said to you off air, it's been so quiet. He's gone off.
His internet died. So.
Did you want to go off? Did you?
Yeah, I was just taking myself off for a sec. Give us a sec.
That's fine. Nope. Yeah,
stop interrupting him.
The thing is, like, there's no point, right, of us doing these shows constantly every day, right, with no news on. Because at the end of the day, right, all of us are just bored of each other. Like, trust me, when season starts, it'll be a lot better. Again,
sorry,
give it about.
I had to put the glasses on. I couldn't see shit.
Mortal weakness.
Mortal weakness.
Oh, Jesus Christ, bro, I don't have this weakness. I'm the light, bro.
Elton John was to say, hey. Steve, come on, man. Actually, it's part of Watershed. Fair enough. Crack on.
Crack on. Yeah.
I need to wear a suit with these glasses on. That looks so stupid.
Yeah, my eyes are done now as well. Bloody hell.
I couldn't see. I was relying on other people to read the chats out because I can't see anything here.
I like these glasses because like they block out the light, but you can still see properly with them.
But Joe, Bevel, I'll shoot actually here. O'Reilly. Thoughts on potentially going?
If we get a good price for it, I'm not against it. You have to look at it realistically. He's a good player, but he's not good enough to play midfield for City. You know, when you think you've got, you know, Reinders, Cherky, Rodri, you know, I mean, he's a number 10, isn't he? So you've got Cherky, Reinders can play the 10, kind of, Echeverry, Foden, Mamouche, technically even Grealish. Like there's all players there, like, that can play as a number 10 over O'Reilly. So I'm not against it. Like, if we get good money for him and we get a good buyback clause and a good sell-on fee, then I'm not too fussed, to be honest. It'd be nice. It would be nice to keep him, but I understand that, you know, we've got a lot of players that we need to get rid of, and unfortunately, he kind of just fills that bracket as well, because he's, you know, it's not a position that we need to keep hold of. Like left backs, you know, you've got Ake, you've got Aït-Nouri, you've got Gvardiol.
Yeah, but sorry to interrupt it. I know I shouldn't interrupt you, but
move that, yeah.
No, do you want Gvardiol back on left back duty?
Not really, no. But I think Gvardiol's a better left back than Nico O'Reilly is, personally.
I don't agree, because I think going forward he's better, but defensively he's woeful. I think defensively as a left back, sorry, because it's one thing to run down the channels, right? It's not a thing to actually get close and tight to your full backs. Half of the goals we concede is going to the far post is because Gvardiol doesn't get tight to his fullback, to his winger. Because centre backs, they want to lay off. They want to misdirect you. As a fullback, you need to get close and stop a cross from coming in. It's a different type of defending.
I was just going to say, if you look at, I think, was it Crystal Palace, and there was a couple of other games as well towards the end of the season, he looked lost playing at left back. Like he really did. I mean, I'm grateful for O'Reilly playing in the FA Cup and getting us to the point where we ended up getting to the final. But as a long-term solution, he's just not what we need as a left back, and he's not what we need as a midfielder. I think there are better options in midfield ahead of him. It's just an unfortunate situation, because, you know, any other club, you know, you look at the likes of United and even Crystal Palace and potentially even teams like Tottenham, they would love to have a Nico O'Reilly in their team. It's just unfortunate that we've got a lot of players at the moment in the team, and some that we need to get rid of. I think there are other priorities that we need to get rid of first. I'll put that out there. I think we need to be seeing Bernardo and Gundogan and potentially Kovacic and
Honestly,
maybe
he won't.
No, he won't. Potentially, to be honest with you, one of the wingers. I don't think the wingers are good enough. But I think these are all positions that we need to be getting rid of players in first. But if someone comes in with a decent offer, then I guess we're just going to have to accept it.
I've got to say, though, like
the thing I said earlier to that, because Luke actually said or not Luke, sorry, it was Martin in the comments, said something similar. The problem is we keep selling players like Rodgers, like Palmer, and okay, not every player is going to be like that, but these are logical arguments you make, about these players. But at some point, you need club-trained players, first of all, for the Champions League. You just do. Otherwise, if you have 0 club-trained players, you have a maximum squad size of 21 in Champions League. So you need some club-trained players at the end of the day. 4 is minimum, really. When you let these players go, like maybe now they're not good enough, but in 2 or 3 years they could be. But you need to, 1, give them the chances to play, 2, make the decision correctly whether they're good enough or not, and 3, you need to stick by your decision. You can't push it out halfway. You need to make one decision or another and stick by it until, I guess, your trial period of however many years is done. And then the jury is out. But what Man City doesn't do, what Arsenal, for example, does, is loan out players, Saliba, for example, then bring them back. I generally can't tell you the last time we loaned out a player and they came back to start regularly. And we should be able to do that with clubs like Girona, with like feeder clubs, basically, New York City and stuff.
All due respect to Arsenal, though, is they don't produce the amount of talent like we do. You look at the talent that we produce. Arsenal might have like maybe 1 or 2 that they look and go, he could be really good in the future. Let's loan him out and then bring him back. We produce talent after talent after talent, and that's been happening for years. So if like example, look at Liam Delap. Liam Delap got sold. It took him 3-4 years to find his feet, and then he ended up at Chelsea. And now he's looking all right. The thing is, we wouldn't be keeping him around our squad for 3 or 4 years, and in the hope that he's gonna do well, because I get what you're saying about we need to give these players a chance, but what about the ones coming through? Look at Divine Mikasa. Like the guy's looking unbelievable. He needs to be moving up to the EDS or potentially up to the first team, and being around the first team. Look at the Heskey lads. Both of them are fantastic players.
McAdoo.
Ryan McAdoo.
Well, just today, I thought today, I think McAdoo was doing it on your deals plan. That's fine. Is it official deals? I think we're sitting both players.
Yeah, and then you've got players like Finley Gorman and the rest of them in the academy and things as well. We produce so many talents, and the thing is, the teams like Arsenal and United and all of these other teams, like they're not producing the levels of talent that we are. Not on a regular basis. Our academy is just a massive cash cow. Like, it's just produce players, not even play a single minute, and we're selling them for 20 million.
Bro. Is it Alfred Pratt going to the Leverkusen for £7 million?
Yeah,
He played for us.
He's literally going to play the game, and we've got more money for him than most players would get for someone in their 20s. So
yeah, no, I get what you're saying, yeah, but like, I mean, it's bad to compare to La Masia because they're just different. I mean, that's just been obtained for like years, like, I mean, decades before any of us were born. But let's compare to La Masia anyhow. La Masia is able to produce these.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think we're on par. I don't think I think we are, for the simple fact of La Masia produces talent, yes, but I don't think they produce as much talent as what we do. I think the talent they produce is better. You look at Gavi and Pedri and
he's not La Masia,
Mal, and I'm just going about on the recent ones. You got Gavi, Pedri, Yamal. They do produce talent, and that defender as well that was at La Masia and then came over to us and then went back to Barcelona.
Eric Garcia.
So they do produce talent. You're right, but and they produce very, very good talent. But what I would say is we produce slightly less talent, but produce more of it. So you look at the talent that we're producing. We're making 40-50 million in sales pretty much every season on our academy players. James McAtee, come through the academy. We're probably going to get about 25, 30 million for him in the summer.
Yep.
Or like, I think we're on par. Like, and I think it's a good debate. I do think it's a good debate.
But I mean, to answer that, do you know who let me take a name. Do you know who Vedran Jutla is?
Who, sorry?
You should know him. You should know him. He cooked us in the Champions League. Vedran Jutla is a La Masia kid. He was sold to Club Brugge for £3 million, I believe. They do this as well. Shadi Riyad, have you heard of him? I strongly doubt it. They sell a lot of these players as well. La Masia do this, but it goes less under the radar maybe for us because we aren't fans of La Masia basically, or of Barcelona. So when I look at rival fans, they don't realize how much our academy produces. They generally don't realize because they're not that invested with it. I think Man City fans maybe have the same thing with La Masia, because when people compare us to La Masia, I always think, first of all, they produced Messi, they produced Yamal, they produced Busquets, Xavi, Iniesta, Gavi, Pedri was not La Masia, Kubarsi, and all of these players are just recently. Like the level of talents they produce is on a different level from the rest of the world. And there are people who will argue that with you. There are people who will argue that City's academy produces similar levels of talent, but it's nowhere near. And I know you're not arguing that. That's just what I'm saying in general. But also the quality of talent, they produce a lot of players that get sold for 2-3 million. Club Brugge loves shopping at La Masia. Club Brugge, every 2 or 3 seasons, we go buy a La Masia kit. And they end up being one of our best players for 3 years. We do that regularly. Look at Nico Gonzalez. None of us knew who he was before he came to City, let's be honest. Maybe Luke does, because he follows Liga Portugal more than I do. But I didn't know who he was. But he's another La Masia kid who was sold on. I think they produce maybe not the same amount of quality or quantity, but a very similar amount of quantity, but a way higher quality. And when they produce that way higher quality, sometimes some of these players get into their team and just play. Like some of the best Barcelona teams have just been La Masia teams, basically. That much short.
Our quality's decent though. Like, granted, not so much now, but Jadon Sancho, for many years was considered to be a hot prospect, and everyone seemed to want him. You look at who's the kid at Bayern, French winger.
Coman. No, Tell, wasn't it? It's Spurs now.
What they sell?
No, the French winger at
what they sell is
at Bayern. He was at City. Came from Crystal Palace.
Was Olise at City?
Elise, yeah. Michael Olise was at City.
Yeah, City was City, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, it was City.
Wait, I didn't realise that. Was Olise at City?
Elise was at City. Liam Delap now plays for Chelsea. The other CDM, the CDM that's at Chelsea, Lavia.
Lavia, yeah.
You can even go back to what's that French midfielder called? The one that played for PSG and
you didn't narrow it down a lot, did
the one that was at PSG and Juventus, the French midfielder. Rabiot. He was another one that City's produced. So like we can go through the list as well, and we can, if you want to compare sizes, like Kieran Trippier.
Ryan Giggs won.
Ryan Giggs came through City's academy.
Let's not go back to the 90s there, and let's not talk about Giggs.
Well, no, if you want to start doing that, though, like technically, Messi was going in the La Masia in the 90s. So if you want to start talking like back then, we can. So
no, but they produce once in a generation talent. Almost every generation. That was the point I had there, and I won't call Ryan Giggs a once in a generation talent, even though I think he's one of the best wingers in the Premier League. And I only saw the end of his career. He won Player of the Year 2 times, and I wasn't watching Premier League when he in both of those years. But when I brought up Messi, I mean, bringing up Messi is like the equivalent of bringing up Nazis whenever you're having a philosophical debate, isn't it? It's like the most extreme possible. It's like Murphy's Law, if you know what that is. But not Murphy's Law. It's another law. But bringing up Messi is like when your argument is weak, you bring up Messi.
Yeah. It's like just
to make it seem better.
Exception to the rule to the
though,
side.
you're never gonna top that. Like never. Like he does. That's because he's once in a lifetime talent. But you keep going. Like look at Jeremy Frimpong come through City's academy. Like the talent, and these are the ones that are like known. You can also go like the ones that have gone under the radar as well. Like there's James Trafford.
Right.
Trafford, I'd say, is a bit more known.
Yeah,
for every Oscar Bob, you get a Brandon Barker. Remember Brandon Barker?
Yeah,
big thing apparently.
He's
anyone?
I think
Michael Richards bursts onto the scene, by the way.
I'm pretty sure Barker's now. I'm pretty sure he's retired from football and he's got a really successful business. I'm sure he has.
He plays in the Northern Division 1 West Club, Avro.
He's only 28.
Maybe it wasn't him. There was a City Academy player that come through the academy that's now sacked off football and just.
No, he still plays. What the fuck is this? Avro Football Club. What?
Is it James Horsfield?
Maybe.
It could be
I
it.
can't remember. Yeah.
What was it? Ben Mee, Glenn Whelan played for us at one point. Glenn Whelan, bit of a Stoke there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get some weird players through, but no, I haven't a career. But I think that when it comes to O'Reilly, I get it. Everyone wants to see him play. I want to see him play as well. But at the moment, going for a rebuild, we want obviously a fresh team to go again. We do need players out the door. Gundogan's one. A lot of the players to get out the door to sort of have them a bit more freshened up. But unfortunately, as part of a rebuild, you have casualties sometimes that do leave early. They don't leave. Which sounds like, unfortunately, O'Reilly might be a casualty here. It'd be a shame.
I would rather sell these players on and get them experience and game time rather than just sitting on our bench or in the academy in the EDS for year after year after year. If they're ready to be playing first team football but not quite good enough for City, then get them sold. Like that's my view on it. Because otherwise, you're just letting talent rot. And I don't think that's good for
we already do that, though. We already do that, and then we sell them for half the price we could have sold them for. So if we want to sell them, we need to make that decision quickly.
I agree with like James McAtee that he's been very much sort of like in and out of the team. But I think generally, like most of the players that we sell from the academy never actually play a game for us. They're sold before. I think generally we do things quite quickly. There's just the odd player where they're borderline good enough. The likes of Rico Lewis,
O'Reilly,
Macatee. Players like that. Like some of them, are like questionably good enough. And I think we just take too long to make a decision on that. We were all saying years ago that McAtee's best off getting sold. We put him on loan to Sheffield United for a couple of seasons. Did reasonably well, not fantastic. I think it was at that point we should have sold him, not brought him back into the team, because now we're at a point where we're not going to get as much money for him because he's now, 2-3 years older. Not really shown the levels that everyone expected. I
said before,
go on.
McAtee, right? When McAtee went on loan the first time, that season should have been his season to give him a go. At 18, 19, right, go on. Last one was, it's games of the cups, every cup game, go out there and do your best. But for some reason, as soon as I saw loan deals, he's gone. I'm sorry, as soon as you get loaned out, I'm like, you obviously aren't in the plans anymore then.
Yeah.
So I'm not being funny. It's like we look at the academy, right? Obviously, I look at players like Finley Burns, who's just not good enough anyway, but keep letting him out rather than selling him on. Just let him go.
Yeah,
No,
this is part of the problem, I think. Loans should not be used as an avoidance of selling players. If you're going to loan a player out with the intention of selling him, just sell him now. We should reserve the loans for the players we want to bring in a few years from now. Is that not why we have Girona? Is that not why we have Lommel?
What was the point of getting Barmer right from West Ham? They bring him in for a little bit and now loan out to Stoke. Just buy the cheap and what? So someone I get the process.
We're going to do the same thing with Sangare, right? We've just got him in for PSG for free.
He came over for us, mate.
2 years in the EDS, and sell him for about 20 million. That's literally what we do. Since Pep, get this right. This is what City, I think, do really, really well. Is no matter the amount of academy players that we've sold, we still keep churning out these talents. And maybe they're not to La Masia standard. Some of them are, but a lot of I agree that not all of them are world beaters. But since Pep joined City 10 years ago, we've made nearly £1 billion in sales just from selling academy players. That's £1 billion that is straight.
Which is about the expenditure of Pep, by the way.
That's literally just straight up profit. Like
that
is ridiculous. That's basically
two-thirds of Pep's entire expenditure at Man City has been covered by academy sales.
Yeah.
And the rest have been covered by player sales. Like for example, Gabriel Jesus, his sale financed Erling Haaland. Gabriel Jesus and Zinchenko together financed Haaland and Alvarez. Alvarez financed Guardiola.
Look at Zinchenko. We paid like £1 million for him and sold him for 43.
To be fair, the market broke between the time when we bought him and sold him.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, we bought him for £1 million, played him loads, and then still sold him for 40 million quid. Like, that's what we do that really, really well. Like, all of the academy products that we sell is just literally straight up profit. That'll go against the books as just straight up profit. So we can afford to go into the transfer market and buy who the hell we like, pretty much. Because the amount, when people say, "Oh, City are buying football," no, it's because we're selling goalkeepers from our academy who's never played a single minute for City, and we're selling them for 20-30 million quid. Romeo Lavia played 3-4 games for City and sold him for about 25-30 million quid.
I don't think he has even 90 minutes for City.
That's what I mean. Like, we just sell. Every and the thing is, we're at a point with it now where it doesn't matter what academy talent that is on the market to sell. I know, we all know that we'll probably get about 10, 15, 20 million for them, because it's the way. And this is what I was going to, like what you were saying before about La Masia. Is I think that we're on par with that now, because everyone wants a piece of the pie. Everyone looks at it and goes, don't care if he's not played any minutes. He's come from City. He must be good. Yeah. And then that's the reason why we're selling them for 15, 20, 25 million quid each.
Yeah. Like the prestige is starting to get on point, is what you mean. Prestige is starting to get to that same level where if you play at this academy, there's a prestige to it, kind of like La Masia.
Yeah, exactly.
In that aspect, I agree. I suppose, if you want to put it that way. But I guess my thing is, I don't refute that we do great selling players. Statistically, we're not the best selling club in the world, but I would say that we are the best selling club in the world. The only reason we're not statistically the best is because we buy a lot as well. But that's because we win trophies. I would say we are the best selling club in the world. No argument about that. My problem is I want to see some of these players come through if they are good enough. And okay, if they're not good enough, fair enough, they jog on. Cole Palmer was good enough, and I know we can't keep coming back to him, but he was good enough and he didn't want to leave, and we forced him out. O'Reilly, if he leaves and he's not at that level, nobody will care. If he leaves and he ends up being the best left back or the midfielder or whatever he plays in the world, I'm not saying he will be, by the way, but if he ends up being that, then everyone will think we've had another howler. And that's the thing. We need to look at some of these academy players, use the feeder clubs in City Football Group that we have, loan them out. And at the end of the day, one loan should tell you enough, really, in my opinion. If you loan a player out for the 1 year, you should be able to make a decision. This guy is coming in to Man City or is being sold. And I don't want us to do McAtee stuff, where we loan them out, comes back, promise him minutes, doesn't get minutes. I don't want to do that. And I don't want to do Palmer stuff, where we say, oh, we want you to stay, but we're not going to give you minutes. And then he's like, yeah, okay, I'll just leave.
We're going to have this. We're going to be having this same conversation again and again and again, though. Like, we get rid of O'Reilly and then we bring in, Mikasa. Just as an example, we bring in Mikasa into the first team, and then he starts getting some minutes. He looks half decent. He's in and out of the team, and we're going to be saying, "Oh, we need to play him. We need to play him." And then he's not getting minutes, so then it's like, "Oh, we need to sell him then, or we need to loan him." We're going to be having this same conversation.
Cycle.
Again and again and again. There was points when Phil Foden was coming through the academy and coming into the first team where the media were saying, "Oh, is he going to get loaned out?" And Pep said, "No, he's not getting loaned out. We want to keep him in and around the team." And eventually he come good. And then the same thing happened with McAtee, where they said, "Oh, McAtee is is he going to be like a Phil Foden if Pep wants to keep him in and around the team?" And unfortunately, it's just not worked out for him. But we're going to be having this conversation again and again and again because of the levels of talent that we produce in the academy. Is it is every talent that we produce world class? No, but is every talent we produce good enough to play for a lot of clubs? Yeah. You even look at the ones that we shipped out of the door and we didn't even think twice about selling. We weren't having this conversation about Morgan Rogers when we sold him. We weren't having these conversations about Delap when we sold him. We weren't saying, "Oh, well, why have we sold Delap? We should have kept him." Look at him now. He's at Chelsea. He seems to be doing really well. Same with Morgan Rogers. We weren't saying, "Oh, why aren't we keeping him? Why aren't we loaning him out?" He went, and now look at him at Villa. There's going to be talent.
We weren't having these conversations as much when we were winning trophies, so that makes a big difference.
Exactly. When you're winning the stuff, it's different. But when you're not winning the stuff, literally, the current base move, right, is mixed. To say the least, it's absolutely crazy. Obviously, got some fans that are angry and just every day moan the same things over and over again. You got ones that are saying that don't stop moaning and go at them. It's the constant warfare on timeline between opinions right now. That hasn't stopped 2 weeks later after Al Hilal. Still going now.
We've got someone in the chat, Marlon, coming over from Sloppy Seconds FC because they just seem to just keep buying our academy talents and so.
It's like your little cousin. You give them your hand-me-downs.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, you can have all hand me downs, mate. Crack on.
And you know what, yeah? They are our little cousins, and their little brother is Arsenal.
Yeah. Can we,
They
And
just
then,
keep
yeah,
rating Arsenal.
they give best to Arsenal, yeah.
Bro, I'm sorry, right? £52 million from Madueke. £52 million from
That's
Madueke.
I
Chelsea, by the way, are con artists. They're con artists, man.
I think I got to go with 1 million in the modern market. Make it £52 million.
I had to look at this, right? Now, have a think about this, right? So, Arsenal bought Madueke and Kai Havertz for a total of 110 million, yeah? We got Reinders, Cherky, and Ain't Nori for less than that. Or if you want to go the other way, we actually got Erling Haaland and Kevin De Bruyne for less than that. We got Erling Haaland and Kevin De Bruyne for 105 million. Oh,
the best duo in world football for £105 million. And I saw today, right, Kevin's first pictures in Napoli kit. It looks
yeah, he's number
so
10. Number 10, that's interesting.
Maradona number. I was like, I love that. Maradona number. The GOAT deserves.
So now it's going to win Ballon d'Or.
I don't care. I'll celebrate
it. Win Belgium the World Cup and the Ballon d'Or. You will be there. I need Backroom to be playing. Yeah, you know what I need? I need Doku flop season so that Backroom gets into the national team. You will be there.
This guy and Doku hate, bro. He honestly he hates Doku so much.
He fucks up the national team, man. He's shit. Same with Trossard. Bro, and the worst two Belgian wingers, but they play in the Premier League, so they get called up.
Yeah, well, that sounds about right, doesn't it?
Doku's not had a terrible Club World Cup though. He's been semi-decent. I just hope he carries it on.
That's the thing.
Good technique.
Well done against.
Good technique is not being able to juggle a ball 1,000 times. Any clown can do that in it. You just got to practice a bit. Go to a circus if you want to do that. He doesn't have technique. He has skills, but he doesn't have technique. That's his problem. Yeah. Doku, he looks good in Club World Cup, sure. Now see in the Premier League, when everything has to be on rhythm, he's not going to be able to handle it. Because in Premier League, yeah, when you talk about rhythm...
Do not diss a fellow colleague. Hey, we all work for YouTube here. So does Doku. So do not diss a former colleague. Do not diss our colleague, mate.
Bro. More YouTube videos at G&A.
Oh no, you've started something there. That's going to be an actual thing now.
Clip it. I'll say it.
Okay. That's going to be an actual thing. More YouTube videos than G&A.
He's already got more subscribers than GA, you know.
Oh god! Oh no, Doku.
See you later, house captain. By the way.
Yeah, be house captain, man. Enjoy holiday, mate. Enjoy holiday. But no, honestly, it just honestly at the moment, right? We've got a month to go into Wolves, right? Wolves away this time. Crazy how fast it's going already. I don't know about you, how are you both feeling? A month to go until the season starts. Generally, how about you feeling right now?
I think it's going to be slightly better than last year, but still shite. So,
yep, I agree.
I want to beat. Well, I mean, I want to win every game. I want to win every game, of course.
We're not beating Liverpool. I'm sorry.
No. Let me finish.
Whoa. That's it. Both you got to say. It's Guy, man. If he's
Hello, I own this channel now. Thank you. Now I'm gonna say bad words, so Luke is not here. Oh, dear. Anyhow.
You better not.
I didn't even know what I was going to say anymore.
Oh god. Yeah, I agree.
I don't. I'm gonna need to get that clip, and I'm
Wait,
going to get
Judas.
it with Pavel's clip.
Bloody Judas.
What was I talking about? I was waffling
The
about
wall-
something.
Season.
Yeah.
How you feel about it?
Yeah.
Saying some bullshit about wanting to win every game or something.
No. I'm prefacing that because what I'm about to say sounds bad. I want to look into an alternate universe, Twitter, where we lose the game 3-0. I want to look into an alternate universe, Twitter, because Twitter is going to be so entertaining. It's going to be Warzone. You know, God's Lobby's back in the day. It's going to be like that. So I don't want to lose. I want to win the game. But I want to see the alternate universe, Twitter, if we lose that game 3-0. That's what I'm saying. Only to just see it, but all day.
I just think at the moment, right, the rebuild isn't done yet. Nowhere near done. Players aren't out the door yet for it to be a hard squad yet. Players are still here that shouldn't be here right now. So the vibes aren't fully fixed yet, aren't fully back to where they should be right now. Good ones to go. So is Jack. Says we've got to get these players out the door who are too older now. I get them. And if we're going to the season, and if we're going to do this next season, right, with this current team right now, I'm thinking be second if we're lucky, and probably a cup if we're lucky with new players. But now negative possibly. But again, please tell me to the chat right if you're positive about the season, right? Give me a reason why I should be positive. Now, Liverpool, yes, have new players, have to get a new system right, but Liverpool right now will be fitting for a number of reasons. One, because I'm going to say it, with a teammate passing away last week, that'll give motivation to want to go and win it all again for him. Two, new players. Vert's already going in there straight away, getting on with Salah, getting on around him. Liverpool are going to be a threat next season. A lot of people aren't prepared for this. Yeah. Liverpool are going to be a team that are going to be next year. How good are going to be?
Yeah.
I think we've got to realise that. Go on.
People tell me I'm glazing Liverpool, but like I don't even think I'm glazing them. But they genuinely they have the best centre back in the league. They have arguably the best full back in the league with Galatasary.
I'm not listening to that. I am not listening.
I can't listen to it. I can't listen to it.
Not happening. Get him off.
No negativity here. No negativity here.
No, but they arguably have the best fullback. Let's be honest. They don't have the best. I mean, do they have the best goalkeeper in the league, Ederson? Maybe not anymore, but he's still better than ours.
He's better than ours, but I don't rate him, to be honest with you. I think he
neither do I, but he's still better than ours.
I think the other keeper will start being number one next season. Mamarashvili. It'll be number one next season, I reckon.
Yeah, but that'll still be better than ours. So they've got the best centre back, one of the best full backs, a better goalkeeper than ours. They've got arguably the best midfielder in words, because Rodri is not going to be available for the large part. Like, if Rodri was completely fit, I'd say obviously Rodri, but he's not going to be completely fit. So they've got the best winger in Salah. Saka is not better than Salah. Maybe Cherki, you can say, but let's be honest, he's not played a full season, so a bit early to call that. So 5 of the best players in 5 different positions are all at Liverpool. So I don't think I'm glazing them when I say that.
I would argue with you and say that statistically, Cherki puts up better numbers than Verts does and creates more opportunities. Like, you look last season, like Cherki's like minutes per creation was like off the charts. Like, there was no one even close. I think Cherki in this City team will do absolute bits. I think he'll put up better numbers than Verts will. I'll be honest.
It won't surprise me, but it won't surprise me, but I just don't want to go and say now that he's better than Wirtz, because
Nope.
Wirtz, if he'll get paid with a good striker, by the way, he'll also do bits. I don't want to say it now because it will look stupid if Wirtz just goes and does the obvious in it. Because Wirtz is a proper good player. People write him off because he didn't sign for City, and people are salty. I get it. I'm still salty about Wirtz not coming, but at the end of the day, the money was ridiculous. So I don't mind that he's not coming. These are, I think, the deciding factor here between Man City and Liverpool is I think we have the best attack, but I don't think we've got a team. We've only got attack.
No.
Liverpool is a well-oiled machine. Defense, midfield, attack, everything. That's the difference.
I would argue and say that we are a well-oiled machine, just with a really bad one-off season. We in our team, we have natural born winners with the mentality where they know how to win. Look at Phil Foden. The guy's like, what, 25? Something like that?
Yep.
He's got six Premier League titles, a treble. You know, you look at Rodri, you look at Ruben Diaz. Ruben Diaz, since he joined City, the only year he's not won the Premier League for City was last season. He's won the league every other year. Same with Nathan Ake. I would argue and say that we have a well-oiled machine. If you look at Liverpool's defence, you've got an aging Van Dijk. He is aging. I don't think that he's going to keep putting up the same level of performances as what he did last season or the season before. You look at Mo Salah. I don't think Mo Salah puts up the same numbers as what he did last season, if I'm being honest, because, it's another season on, the guy's another year older. At some point, whether it's this season or next season, there will be a decline in these players. Like there will be. It's natural. Look at Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker went from being the best right back in world football to one of the worst in pretty much the matter of weeks. Look at Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne went in the treble season being, putting up the numbers that he was, to then the season after it was you could just see the decline. There will be a time where these players will get declined, and they will have to replace them with big players.
But that's what they're doing.
Yeah, but they're not. They're not replacing them for like. You've got Konate going next season on a free to Real Madrid. You'll have Van Dijk leaving. What are they going to do? Spunk another 130 million.
Why not?
They're getting rid of a right winger. They'll be getting rid of in the next 2 seasons. Getting rid of a right winger in Mo Salah. They don't have a right winger in there.
But
so
they're replacing these players before they leave. Salah's replacement, you can't replace Salah with a right winger. Salah's replacement is Wirtz. He's there already.
Yeah, but then you're playing a right wing.
No, you can't get a right winger of Salah's quality, just as you can't get a 10 of De Bruyne's quality. That's why you signed Cherki. He's completely different to De Bruyne. It's not really an out-and-out 10. It's more of a right winger, right midfielder type of player.
They've not replaced Van Dijk. They won't replace Van Dijk. Wirtz is a completely different type of player to Salah.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
But
Wirtz is more of a De Bruyne than he is a Salah.
But who were the 2 faces of the Premier League for pretty much the entire City pool era?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, De Bruyne and Salah. Yeah.
So okay, they've lost Salah, but they've got.
But to turn around and say that they've already brought in Salah's replacement in Wirtz is outrageous. Like they're
replacing him by moving away from the system, by moving away to something built around a midfielder instead of around a right winger. Barcelona. I'll stop bringing up Barcelona. I'll take someone else. Bayern München. They're not going to replace Neuer by a goalkeeper of the quality of Neuer. So they got to get other players in there of quality. Are they going to get a striker, the quality of Lewandowski? They're not, so they need to go get a quality 10. They've already got that, luckily, with Olise and with Musiala. You can play Olise on the right wing as well, or Musiala. You can play both of them on the wings. You can't always replace a player with someone in his own position. It's the star power that you're replacing, and then you can get in another good player, but not of the same quality, in the same position. I mean, what's with the futuristic shades? These are cycling shades. Have you all never seen a cycling
Futuristic shades.
cycling shades?
Morpheus, tells the truth. Blue pill, red pill. the red pill's the full read, but the blue pill's like good. The midfield again. Blue pills. Honestly, I just
not exactly, but what are you picking here? Blue pill and
the red pill. The red pill is the full-on rebuild, complete, everything done complete. The blue pill is keeping the same midfield again. So basically, Pep we're down the whole blue pill. So keep all the oldies in again.
He's having overdoses though.
Probably. Oh, honestly,
finally a new manager.
Alf. Alf. Alf, man. Don't get off cancel. Come on.
Hey, Bevel says Pep's a cook. I can't get words at that.
Yeah, good point. Us three have said some mad things, so
leave it out, man. I still stand by that statement. You know, I will forever stand by that statement.
It's crazy.
You know, Bevel. I'm gonna build that up if you beat me on FIFA. If you beat me on FIFA, I'm gonna build that up.
No, it's that. Well, I'm safe then, aren't I? Because that's never happening.
So you're not gonna beat me?
Oh yeah, no, I'm beating you. Yeah, comfortably.
Yeah, again, FC26. That's going down. That's confirmed because he's at 1K finally, which is good, deservedly so. And on the road to 2K like us now. Obviously, the long road, 2K.
I'm doing streams. I'm doing streams to some of these teams in the Champions League here. That's how out of ideas I am for content.
6 months.
But by the way, I'm going to back myself up now. I got contacted by Football Content Awards.
Cheers, Dave.
I didn't respond to them, but
Dave, honestly, in this chat, always welcome to have to say in here. There's no everyone's entitled to their opinion here. But what we don't stand for though here, any other chat is abuse. Everyone being abusive to each other in the chat or whatever, timed out. And it happens again, banned. It's like I'm all for people having an opinion and chatting away and saying how they feel. If you start getting personal with it, no, I'm sorry. It's a community where everyone can have their say, but I'm not about being horrible to people who disagree with them. So it's how it should always be. Yeah, a big update though. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll ask you both as well. Like, can you see us getting anyone else in yet? Because I'm still like, I keep thinking at the moment, like the way it's going over a month to go, nothing in the pipeline yet regarding obviously players out, players in.
I think this is it. You'll probably see one or two go, whether that be Gundogan or. I think if Ederson goes, then we bring in a new goalkeeper. But I think now you're just going to be looking at exits. You're going to be looking at which is shit, by the way, because I don't think that we should be keeping Núñez as a right back. No. But I do think we need to be getting rid of Gundogan. I think we need to be getting rid of. I think we should keep Bernardo Silva for one more season. I think his energy that he can bring to the team and the fact that he's captain is probably like. I mean, the fact that he's captain is telling, like that he's going to be staying. But for me, I think Gundogan has to go. I think he has to.
He has to go.
I'd probably argue that we need to get rid of a centre back as well. I'm going to be honest. I think Jack stays.
I think, do you know what it is? I agree, because, mate, honestly, right, rumours about it have been very quiet. Like, Spurs, not really. Abroad, not really.
I'm not against Jack staying either, by the way. If he has a good season, I'm not against Jack staying at all.
But I think it's the thing. A lot of people, right? I think thought it's gonna be a big summer where a lot of people will be leaving. I think next summer is when a lot of players will leave on a race, which unfortunately is going to happen.
Yeah.
But I hope going forward the club doesn't do this anymore. We've got to start being able to sell players on something at least. Not everyone. I guess someone will leave, whatever. But it's the fact that like people like Stones, Bernardo Silva, right, who are obviously going to leave next season, because I can't see either player leaving now. But both will be gone obviously next summer. It's like it's going to be a lot of players out the door in the next 2 years, definitely. I reckon by 2027 it will be a whole new team.
I hope so.
For the shame. Martin, I don't know.
It's just vibes, mate. I'm off to Oasis tomorrow.
Don't take this too seriously, yeah. What I'm about to show. Don't take it too seriously.
Oh no! What are you doing? What are you doing, bro? This guy with weird memes, honestly. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? But how does the next season?
Hey, that's Foden. That's Foden, my boy.
He's fishing for compliments there, isn't he?
Yeah, hold on. Bear with, people. Bear with. I've just seen the fucking pictures. What the fuck? Oh god. This channel, bro, just it really does just come up with some mad shit, honestly.
Sorry for derailing it as well, by the way. I've just come on and just everyone's now wearing shades.
No, it's very bad. It's very bad now.
It's the vibe, innit? It's the vibe. That's what it is.
That's what we need to get back at City. The vibe.
It's after City scores for 2027. Al's seen the future. He's playing Morpheus in the future. What's with these pictures? Yeah, bro, trust me. It's these pictures, man.
We're bringing some of us back. We're bringing some of us
Which pictures? You mean these ones?
Oh my god! Honestly, you got like certain shows, right, being professional, right? As us just waffling on and showing pictures of Alf when he was younger.
I wasn't that young on that last bit.
I'll send you the link.
I think I was 20 on that last picture. I guess I was young.
Oh, there you go. Martin's now. There you go. There you go. Big up, Martin.
Sorry, I've not brought my shades. I'll bring them next time.
It's all right. I've got mine as well. All good. All good.
Okay, now.
Martin,
I'll tell you what. I'll get my shades on. I'll get my shades on in 4 days when I'm in Turkey. Kiss me ass, all of you.
Is that when you're going? Is that when you're going for the new hair transplant?
No, my teeth. Won't get my teeth done.
I've got a question for you, mate. Are we saying the little bucket cap like that? Or are we saying...
It is not...
Oh, dear. Luke, what have you made your channel? What are you doing here?
What are we saying?
Bro.
That one. That one.
This
You
one.
look more of a tit like that. You look more of a tit like that.
Bro, this channel, honestly. Not a serious
Be
show
careful
anymore.
now. I've heard a rumour if you go and watch Oasis, City fans shout at you. Be careful now, Bevo. Don't go and watch Oasis, you get shouted at.
Oh mate, I'm gonna get grilled if I turn up. I tell you.
Does anyone? I saw Man United fans streaming about that. I've not seen any Man City fans scared though.
Oh, yeah. Someone we know, Alf, said Pep Guardiola should be doing his job instead of going to a concert. What? He needs to be doing his job and not going.
Hang on a minute. I'm prime, mate. I'm in my 30s.
You're 32.
Minus prime, Briz. Let's go.
You're really not. If you're going at your age in a bucket hat and a pair of shades,
I am no one.
you're trying to get your youth back.
What we saying about this then? Is that a bit better?
This works.
Hey, believe it or not, I'm actually going to an Ibiza reunion tour. You know that Pete Tong? I'm going to his concert in December.
Yeah.
Why aren't we bringing that one up then?
My other half went, you're 43, what you going to an Ibiza concert for?
Yeah, talking about midlife crises. Why don't we bring that one up?
That made me a grandpa.
Martin, I go with my mum and dad who are both in their 50s to Ibiza stuff, so it's not exactly. It's fine, mate. You're all
Hey,
good.
I've heard you go and watch Southampton with your mum and dad as well.
Yeah, mate, everyone at this point, yeah. I'm about it.
Funny.
Sorry, I had to. Bevel
It's
told me to
fine.
say it. I'm only joking.
I know it. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry.
I'm sitting this one out.
What's X? I don't know what X is anymore. I've had 4 days of absolute bliss. It's been wonderful.
Mate, jealousy, man. I'm jealous at this point.
I just go on Twitter nowadays just to post a graphic or to troll people, and then I log off.
I'm going to go in, share the show, and then come out.
But that's what I do. Yeah, is I post I'll tweet, and then I don't respond to anything people tell me. I just post a tweet and I go off Twitter. The only thing I responded to was a Chelsea fan saying they're the second biggest club in England, and he meant it, and I was like, wow. But I just gave up on him. He's a bit special.
Oh, mate, honestly.
I mean, can I just, Alice, I've only got 5 minutes, so I just wanted to come and show you lads some support and say hello. You know what?
Big up, Martin.
I'm a little bit upset over Nico if it is true and he wants to leave. Am I surprised? No, I'm really not. Because if you're Nico, if you're any kid out the academy now, and you come in the first team, you get all excited, you play a few games, you improve, and you're looking good, and you think, right, the world's my oyster. And then City go and buy another 2 midfielders, and then they go and buy a left back. It must just be so demoralising. It's just got to be, and I get it because you're in a win now mentality. We haven't got time for these youngsters to blossom, and I get it. You know, I would have liked some of these youngsters 15 years ago that could have blossomed into the team. And you look at the teams they're going to; they're going to go to very good teams that are blossoming and are building. They're not quite in that win now sort of category, if you know what I mean. They're not going to a Real Madrid. They're not going to a PSG, are they? They're going to a Dortmund or and I don't mean any shade on Dortmund, by the way, because Dortmund are a huge club. But you know what I mean? They're not. It's not title or bust for them. For us, it's getting to a stage where we've got to win trophies now. So it's such a shame because I said this to Alan privately a few weeks back. We either go all in academy or we do what we're doing with it and we just may use it as a profit scheme.
Yeah.
Because if you wanted Nico Riley to come through, then don't buy Reinders, don't buy Nico Gonzalez. Bring the academy player in to do it.
I said before as well, Martin, like you bang on with what you're saying. I said before, we're going to be having these conversations again and again and again, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, we get rid of O'Reilly, we bring Macassar into the team, for example, in the first team. He's in and around the first team for a few years and he gets told, and people are going to go, "Oh, why didn't he get chances? Why didn't he play?" It's going to be the same thing because
cycle continues over and over again.
Is quality after quality.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not even, so you sell, which I think will happen. I think Gundo and Kovacic will eventually go. Say they go, it's not even them anymore that are in O'Reilly's way. It's, you think about it, Nico O'Reilly's got Reinders, Bernardo's eventually going to go, we know. He's got Nico G, Rodra, Foden, Shirka, even Echeverri. All of them are all ahead. And when you're a player and you know your fifth choice, it must be so hard because you're like, basically, I need an injury. Because let's be honest, Nico O'Reilly only got in because of an injury crisis. He didn't get in on his merit at the time. He got in because there was a major injury crisis and he got stuck to left back. And this is the trouble with O'Reilly. He wants to play now. He doesn't want to play because Reinders, how many years did Reinders sign for? Is it 5 years?
5 years, yeah.
5 years.
How long did Nico G sign for? 5 years? 6 years?
5, 6 years. 5, 6 years, yeah.
So Nico G automatically knows for 5 years he's third, fourth choice. There is no pathway.
No.
And this is where I find it so sad.
The problem there is, I think, Martin. I mean, I feel like if you're looking at this, Foden was, and I know it's bad to compare to Foden, but Foden was in, I'll say it, I think Foden had a tougher job to break through. I know the players that were ahead of him were maybe a bit older, and some of them were leaving, but I still think Foden had a tougher job to break through. But Pep Guardiola quickly said Foden is staying, and quickly said Foden is going to come with us, and the event returned good. Bevel talked about this earlier. Foden, we played the long game, and we don't have to do that with every player, of course. Some players are just not good enough. But when Pep Guardiola tells me at the start of the season, O'Reilly can cover for Rodri, and then Rodri gets injured, never plays in midfield, that's where I have a problem. You're telling me one thing and doing another. And O'Reilly, I think he played really well the few games he played. He made mistakes, of course. But I feel like if you can convince this kid, give this kid something to dream on, and keep your promise to this kid that he can get into this team if he works hard enough, that you can get someone there who fights for his spot. And if he doesn't get to the quality, I mean, it's that simple. You just don't get there. But give him the chances and don't make the decision for him, basically. Don't put him on the bench all season and make the choice for him. And make sure he understands that he's going to get those chances.
I think it's the contract, Alf. It's very similar to McAtee because his contract's up in 2026. And he knows he's not getting in ahead of Foden, Chirka, even Echeverri now. So he's probably like, I'll just go find somewhere else and play. And because remember, McAtee's already done the loaning out part. McAtee's done the loaning out. He went to Sheffield United for 2 years.
I was using McAtee as an example, but McAtee, I think it's just been too long. But
but I think O'Reilly's contract's coming up, Alf. That's what I'm saying. I'm sure his contract's coming up. So
you could be right.
It's how do you make him sign a contract now? How do you when you've just bought Reinders? Basically, O'Reilly's ended up in the same position Palmer did with Doku. He sat there, he's gone, right, I'll come in. The club have bought Reinders, and he's gone, well, that's my number 8 spot gone.
Yeah.
And this is the problem. I totally agree with that. You either trust it or you don't do it. And the big thing is some of these players know, even at 20, they can go to other Premier League teams and play. They can go and play in a Villa, or play in a Forest, play in a 100%. You know, I know Chelsea are very interested in O'Reilly.
There's Bournemouth,
whoever.
If we do sell him, by the way, I really do hope we don't.
Oh, you've got to have a buyback. We've got to have a buyback as well. You've got to have a buyback with it. I know
Yeah,
that's the one thing with Chelsea at the minute. Chelsea won't do buybacks. So I don't think I'll be shocked if he ends up at Chelsea. But I'll be disappointed. I'm also a bit disappointed, and this will not go down well. I want to see a bit of fight from O'Reilly as well to say, no, I'm going to prove you lot wrong. I'm going to stay here and fight.
No, I agree with that. I
Want to see a bit of fight on O'Reilly's side to say, no, I'll kick Reinders out.
Yeah, do it.
I don't know. It's a
Balls,
weird
isn't it?
one. It's a weird one.
Well,
I feel
look
like
at Phil.
if you-
Like,
Sorry, go on.
well, look at Phil. Like Phil took off a number of years. Obviously, obviously, it was at 17. Obviously, made his debut obviously in the team. 18, 19. Obviously, starting to get more and more games here in the Champions League, getting also there. But you start to see him get into the team and get starts more and more as you went on. But because every day he pushed, and didn't listen to any media noise about him going out alone anywhere. He kicked on and gave it his all. And in the end, in 2021, obviously they obviously got to UCL final, won a League Cup and a Premier League. He came my best players, and that's because he put hard work in. Now for me, players like Bob and O'Reilly and that, it's that same thing. Just put the work in. I'm not saying let's stop, but put the work in and show a bit of fight.
To be fair, and now I'm arguing against myself, but to be fair, Bob has an easier job getting onto the wings.
I understand. But it's the same sort of like mentality about
Yeah,
no matter what happens in front of you, you just kick on and give it a go.
yeah.
The difference is with Foden was willing to wait. Foden had that patience where he went, I'll wait 4 years. Dip me in and out for 4 years and I'll wait.
It's quite
I think
interesting.
Foden's more the anomaly of it all.
It's quite interesting with Foden as well, because if I remember rightly, Foden and Sancho both had the same predicament, and Sancho decided to leave because he wanted minutes, and Foden decided to stay.
Yeah.
And now look at Foden and look at Sancho. Sancho, he's been to Dortmund twice. He's been to United. He's been to Chelsea. He's been all over, and he's not really getting many minutes. And
he's turned into the English João Felix.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And you look at Foden. Foden trusted his gut, stuck it out with us, and now he's pretty much on the team sheet in the team sheet every game.
You know what? Yeah, I've got a question. Do you think that O'Reilly has the same potential quality of player as Foden if he does stick and fight for his position?
He's a different type of player.
No, that's not the question. I mean, like the same level of quality that we can expect from Foden. If he
Do you mean the same mentality? You're thinking more mentality, I'm guessing. I don't know, because I don't know Nico's psyche. I don't know. I would like to think he has, but do you know what I think it is? I think youngsters of today, I hate saying this, they're less impatient.
No, they absolutely
Yeah,
are,
that's
because
impatient,
you know
man, and I
why.
agree with that.
You know why? Yeah, they're losing patience because every youngster is playing. Look at Lewis Scully, he's playing. Look at Saka when he was younger, he was playing. Nowadays, a lot of teams are just playing the youngsters. Henselwood is like 17, 18, he's playing. Of course, you lose patience if you're a youngster. You're looking at a lot of big clubs. Kubarsi, Yamal, they are playing. You're going to lose. Because
all right, can I swap this quick question around? And I'll ask this to you all. Sorry, I'm going to jump in a minute. I'm on another show.
Yeah.
Would you have not bought Reinders to give O'Reilly the chance? That's the big question here. Would you have rather not buy Reinders and give the opportunity to O'Reilly?
No, I'm buying Reinders all day.
I wanted O'Reilly at start of the window. I wasn't talking about buying an 8. I wanted O'Reilly to be the backup 8, with Nico Gonzalez being the main 8.
Yeah.
But Reinders is objectively better. So if we got Reinders, you need to look at another position. That's when I put O'Reilly left back, and then we bought Aït-Nouri. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't have done that, but I feel like you're excluding O'Reilly in that way. And that's where I'm like, we needed a right back more than I would prefer we got a right back then. I feel like, I don't know, the club isn't really thinking about these younger players as well, because we've got a lot of feeder clubs as well. I talked about this earlier. Why not go send him on loan for a while there? I mean, if that's something he's willing to do. Again, we don't know his psyche. Maybe he's not willing to go out on loan for a few years. But I feel like there was a way to get him into the Man City team. And I don't mind that we bought Reinders. I don't mind that we bought Aït-Nouri. But it needs to be a strategy, because we need at least 4 club-trained players if you want our Champions League squads to be put up.
Yeah, that's the other problem. He's bloody homegrown. He's bloody homegrown, and Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I mean, right now we have Bob and Foden as our 2 club-trained players, because the fan base loads Rico Lewis, and O'Reilly got leave.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to jump, smash those likes, everyone. Hit that subscribe button for these legends. See you all later.
See you
How'd you
later.
leave this? Oh, they've changed the layout again. How'd you leave this? What?
It's a little exit door at the bottom, mate, a red button at the bottom.
Yeah, right. Cheers. They've changed the layout again.
I know.
See you later, mate.
Yeah, mate. See you soon. Martin,
Pretty good
obviously, if
point.
you live under a rock, you get something like it way. Yeah. We got it. If we're already going.
Under the pineapple under the sea.
God, we're not doing that song. No. Copyright will be over us. I'm not getting the channel banned yet. But no, the thing is, right? It's not a Ronnie being homegrown.
Pineapple into the sea, you would be one of these.
No. Oh God! It's just Alistair's never gonna let that down.
I've got to try and get some back on him. He's been,
Bro, every phone
he's been playing up my stuff all the time.
Every phone of the stinker, that picture. Chelsea.
I'm going to start doing that now. I'm going to post it on my Twitter every time phone drops a sacred.
So, Alf, how do you feel about O'Reilly potentially leaving?
God.
So let me finish.
Not that again.
That's a cock. Let me finish and Pep's a cock. Well, I want to ask questions, but this is not a channel member only stream, so I can't ask questions.
Hey, not yet.
Save that for another day.
Yeah. But then, Joe, before we end it, I just how you think it'll end, obviously, in December. How many players will leave between now and September? And if players come in, how many come in? I'll start with Bevo.
3 leave. No. 4 leave, 1 in.
Okay. AK?
I'm gonna go with Bebo on this one. I think 4 outgoings, and possibly 1 or 2 are gonna come in.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm gonna go very specific here. I think Gundogan is gonna leave. I hope Gundogan is gonna leave. This is just copium at this point. Ederson, I hope is gonna leave. So that's already 2 players. I reckon Kovacic will leave because he got injured, but he's still a quality player, just not Man City quality. I think we're gonna need to get Calvin Phillips. Do we count Calvin Phillips here?
He's a
Calvin
player on the
Phillips.
books.
He'll
so-
go out on loan.
Look,
No,
speaking
yeah,
of
he'll go out
Calvin
on loan.
Phillips,
More
look,
loan deals.
speaking of
Cool.
Calvin Phillips, get Leeds, get bloody Leeds United on the phone and let's make a deal with them. Take your boy
Let's
back.
no
Let's
one's
give Leeds
buying
10
him.
million.
No one's buying him, especially with that salary. He's on like 200k a week. No,
Oh,
Let's
he's
give
washed, bro.
Leeds
He's
10
washed, bro.
million to
He's
take
washed.
him back.
no one's buying that. No.
McAtee's leaving, so you've got 5 already. Nippon is leaving on loan, but
What
we won't
is-
count that.
Oh, you hear John Whitmer? What? I can't not see it now. And Darwin Núñez.
I went from Snape. I went from Snape to Samaras to John Wick
And Jesus Christ. Darwin Núñez.
and Jesus Christ. Big up to the Wolves watch along coming up.
Oh God! Oh, that watch along. People aren't ready for that one.
Wolves.
I know what
I've already ordered the priest suit, isn't it? I've ordered
Yeah.
a priest suit, a blue one, and I'm gonna order like a Man City sticker, like of the logo, and I'm gonna put it on the priest
Oh.
suit, and I'm gonna sit there all watch along with the cross, holding the cross.
Please. This guy, man, just doing the weirdest shit on YouTube, man, honestly.
Look up to you, man. Seriously.
On that note, on that note, chat, we just need to have a little chat. One sec.
Oh God! Is that these weird new things I got now? Oh, it's so cringe. It is honestly right. Other own stuff than use that stuff. It looks like just so. Like, where is it? Like, where is that stuff?
Where is it?
Mate,
I just clicked on more and just whatever's in there.
Oh, like and follow on Facebook. Ooh, Facebook. What about that wash platform?
Do
Bro,
people still
what
use
is
Facebook other than old people?
Oh, look, there you go. So we have to use graphics now. I can just use that from now on.
Yeah.
Graphics with a little what's it called? Watermark beneath it.
Yeah,
Pull up that
watermark, yeah.
graphic again. It has a watermark beneath it. Did you notice that?
Oh, mate, honestly. It's like honestly, right, with StreamYard, right, every bloody day is new update. There's new stuff on there. Like, what's this? Why have I got this now on there? It's like, it's honestly crazy. Like, the streaming, right, got so. I remember when I first started doing this, how like very simple it was to get things done. Now we've got all these different options. Now it's like crazy, bloody crazy.
Anyhow,
But-
to answer your question, though, I think 6 outgoings and 1 coming in, a goalkeeper.
What? Wait.
That's
So you're
my
saying 6 outgoings? Who?
Yeah.
Who will be the last one to leave?
well, who have I gone through already? I've said McAtee. I've said. You know what? I got Ake. Ake will be the last one to leave. I think Ake will leave.
Really?
Yeah, because I think he'll be easier to
Ake.
sell than Stones.
I don't
I
think
think
Ake
Stones-
goes because he's homegrown.
Yeah, but so is Stones. We're going to keep one of the two, and I think Ake is easier to sell.
I think we have to keep both. I really do. I think we have to keep both.
Both.
I think we have to keep Ake and I think we have to keep Stones because we haven't got homegrown. I would rather keep
Exactly.
Stones and Ake for one more season, whilst we look at options next season. What we're going to do about the homegrown issue? Because I
Ake
think
to leave and you buy Livramento.
I think that's why we keep Jack Grealish as well because again
Oh, God, no.
another homegrown. The thing is, I don't want to keep these players, but if we get rid of them, we need to replace them with homegrown talent.
I've said before that the rebuild will not be done until 2 years' time when players are out the door, they're in their contracts. Because unfortunately, it's their own fault as well, right? We put a lot of these players on big contracts, and some of them flopped or getting born because they're too old or injury prone, and now having to face the issues now that comes with that. So I think it's all about just getting through the next years, getting players in to replace the players that are going out, and then just by every couple of years' time, I'll have much more of a team ready to go again. A couple of years' time, hopefully. Yeah, I agree, Dave. Well, that's probably right. I think definitely 4 outgoing.
That's what I
Definitely
said.
4 are going to leave.
That's what I said.
Because
Yeah, 4 are leaving, and like I said, one or two are coming. Possibly a goalkeeper and a right back.
right back will be. I don't know about right back though. Right back, the
We're
market's
all
dead. Right
coping. We're all coping when we say it right back. Let's be
'Cause
honest.
What happened to the Dumfries situation, by the way?
that happened.
They went
Happened,
tonight.
right?
They went tonight.
And well, Newcastle saying no to the matter apparently, like completely no. So that's good. Probably not going to happen. What was it? And we got what is it? Wesley's going to be Roma, isn't he? Roma now rather than us. So all that Brazilian from Flamengo is now going Roma. Like the market at right back's pretty dead apart from a couple of players. Like whereas left backs, you've got a few of them.
Matty Cash.
Right. Oh, we're not getting Matty Cash. I would not get Matty Cash. No,
Matty
we're
Cash.
not. Walker for Matty Cash at right back for City.
He's
What
not
are we
homegrown. He's not homegrown either.
He's
Yes,
Polish.
yes.
He's not English.
No, but Matty Cash.
He's Polish, yeah.
No, Matty Cash came through. Jack Adams in England.
Oh,
One second.
okay, cool. But well, no Villa, but well, no. The thing is, though, knowing Villa, they'll know we're after a right back. I'll price them high. They will because every team knows that Man City need a right back right now, and they'll price them high accordingly. That's the issue we've got right now. So you have to overpay a little bit.
Yeah,
So-
Matty Cash came through at Forest. So he has some.
That was it. Forest. Yeah. But this is the thing, though. When it comes to a right back, do we want just a right back or any right back possible, or do we want
Spent the
a good
cash
right
on
back?
cash.
Splashing the cash.
Splashing the
No,
cash.
I think it's Livramento.
That's the war chest.
Because Nunes at right back again for another season. I can't do it again, bro. Nunes,
Cafunas, you know.
right back.
Cafunas.
Yeah, but
Cafunas at right back.
it's just a dialogue, but like I have to watch Nunes
Towards
against
the end of
fucking.
the season, though, towards the end of the season, he did look decent. He still had a few bozo moments, but if you could eliminate them from his game, I think you've got a talent.
What about Calvin Phillips right back?
Oh, God. Yeah, get out of here. Get out.
Out.
No,
Out of it.
What is that shout? Nunes Phillips are right back. This guy, shame, bro. Shameless.
Yay! He's got the shameless shades on now again.
Take up. I'm Calvin Phillips' agent, bro. I need to get something donated, or else I'm out of a job.
I'm going to say that, right? 300k for Jack, by the way. What a disgrace. I'm 300k for Jack. What were we thinking?
You want the
What
treble,
do you
mate.
think
You want the treble.
Oh, I'm fuck that bullshit. Honestly, 2 years ago. I'm sorry. Yeah, well done, but like, it doesn't mean that I'm sorry, right? But just because I do well at my job 2 years ago doesn't mean that I'm gonna have to keep my job next year straight. He ain't good enough.
But he
Get
won
him
the
gone.
treble. And he loves City, mate.
Oh.
And he goes to the pubs.
Don't get me started
Give
on
him
that
a chance
bullshit.
midfield, mate.
How many more chances we give him against Forest? Plays really well, and I don't see him ever again. Like
Yeah,
honestly,
but
I'm not.
I heard he was heavily linked to the Geordies and Spurs. So why not ring
Bro,
up
he's
that
linked to
old
everyone.
fraud Levy? Take him.
Take him off our hands. Here's £5 a mil deal. Take him off our hands.
Take him over on.
Give us Jets
We just-
fans stay to go.
Weird swap deal. £100 million for backup right back.
Swap deal.
Alright.
Starting right back.
There's Porro, something, isn't it? Porro, isn't it?
No, Jets fans at Man City.
Oh, Jed Spencer, Man City. Is this what we're doing now? Is it? We're just getting any old player now. He'll play there. He's a right back.
Can't be worse. Can't be worse than Walcott last season.
Well, mate, I'm going to say it now. Burnley against City, he'll score a long shot past us. He's going to do it. The one time he has a long shot, will go in, and it'll be one of the best goals ever. And it's like it's typical City.
He'll win the Puskas Award for it.
And then he will.
And then he'll say that he'd swap it for a Euros.
No, he won't. He'll say it's the best goal of his career. He'll enjoy.
Best of his career. Like, oh, fuck off, Carl. Honestly, I just.
He'd swap it for a Euros, or he'd swap it for a team, a cup that another team's won.
Does Shea Logan still play football?
Shea Logan, oh my god, that's a throwback. Christ. Shea Logan. Gee, how about John Guidetti? Is around? Honestly, bro, like I can a few players that play for us, man. Honestly, Javier Garrido, anyone?
Oh, he still plays football.
He get it back. One last dance. Playing right back, left back.
He plays Whiten. He plays Whitenshaw, but Whitenshaw Down FC. And
here's one for you. I can tell you another player that still plays. Gareth Barry. Bring him back. He's homegrown.
Yeah, bring back that. Hey, Bebo. Bring back Gareth Barry. Bring him back.
Gareth Barry.
It's 44.
Probably Gareth Barry at the with Rodri. Pivot, double pivot. No, right. Gareth Barry, right. Get more minutes, and he could just Gonzalez anyway. Like it's not bench him still. I'm gonna say it now, right? Gonzalez will be benched for the first 3 games of the season.
Me?
Because I don't get Pep with him, and no one's asked him, have they, about that at all? Why not playing Gonzalez?
Well, he thought he was called Nico Williams last month.
Oh Jesus, bro! Yeah, wrong Nico Pep. He's a winger.
He probably forgets that he's even in the team.
Oh yeah, who are you? Oh, Gonzalez. See you, mate. Reserve player, probably. Gareth Barry quality. To be fair, Gareth Barry was underrated for us, mate. Him and De Jong, bro, and man, there were some good players, man. Unsung hero, Gareth Barry, for us.
You know what, Bebo, this might surprise you. If I were all of us in the final right now, I would take back Craig Bellamy.
Yeah. Yes, I see that.
Mate, Bella's, mate, what a player was for us as well. No, De Jong, he was a player as well.
I love Nigel.
Oh, De Jong.
Hey, did you know that Luke Bolton? You remember Luke Bolton? He played at Wrexham now. Did you know that?
Oh, Luke Bolton, yeah. Luke Bolton.
He plays at Wrexham now.
He plays at Wrexham?
Yeah. George Evans as well. He played at our academy as well, didn't he? I think there's 2 players.
Hey, we might have a little boys on tour coming up soon as well. Me and Luke might be going to a Wrexham game.
Possibly, yeah.
There you go. You can watch Luke Bolton and Shea Logan.
Well, not mine anymore because a Wigan now on loan. It's a shame, but this. I've got an idea, Wrexham. Grealish, discount price.
Yeah, discount price. Hey, Wrexham.
Don't worry about the wages that will bank.
Ryan Reynolds, get the pen and paper out. Get the checkbook out.
Honestly, how about this?
Get the checkbook out, Ryan Reynolds. We're giving you a treble-winning player. We're giving you Jackie GNA.
Viana at the offices.
How about this? Yeah, we pay Jack Grealish in brown envelopes, and he goes to an old club.
Brown envelope. This is what we have to do now.
Envelope payments
You know
to
what?
Jack.
On a different note, or on the same note, like I actually feel really, really sorry for Jack, because did you see the video last week of him at Oasis
I saw.
where he
He
was
was
saying,
in pain. Not gonna lie, he was hurt. Bevo, he looked hurt actually, emotionally
he was
hurt.
saying how much he loves City. He was like, I love City, and do you know what? I love City fans. They're the best fans in the world. Like he loves City. And you know what? That was really, really sad to see, considering the amount of shit we give him as a fan base. And he's there, like, you know, I love him. I love the club. I love the fans.
Sack
I
Michael
feel
Richards
really
and
sorry
give him
for
the
him.
job.
Sad for Jack Grealish, too, not gonna lie.
Do you know what, Jack? You are now ambassador, not Richards. Fuck
Yeah,
Michael off.
I'd give him 300 grand a week to do that. Happy days.
Exactly.
On the piss, the fans in the way end. Oh yeah, that'd be good.
Ooh, Big
That's- I
Meeks.
think
Nah,
we- I
he's
think we
I'm
found
telling
his
you,
home.
look, Big Meeks is a disgrace as a pundit. Not gonna lie.
Jack Deadpool.
But he would all come to the scene.
Deadpool and Jackie Chan.
Jesus. Oh mate. Oh yeah. Well, see, I'm sorry, right? But if you're partly an Arsenal fan, right, how could you be a City ambassador? I don't care if you came from a City or not, right? Joe Hart has more honor and more grace to be a City ambassador than he is.
Yeah.
I mean, even Grealish does, man. Grealish does. He's even Bromley, yeah.
Even
There's
Pablo
like-
Zabaleta as well.
Kevin, not now. He's
Nasty.
playing,
I like Nasri too. I've got a Nasri agenda.
no, Nasri. To be fair,
I just like Nasri because he was my favorite player when I was growing up. He was never the best, but he was my favorite.
yeah. Right, you know what? I've 2.25 hours. It's been a lot of waffle. We've done our bit now, I think, for the day. A big up, obviously, big up, Alf. Big
That's
up,
what I'm
Bevo,
here
always.
for. Waffling.
Yeah. And look, I'm sure news will come soon.
Sorry.
I'm sure news will obviously come soon. I'm kind of enjoying a little bit of quiet anyway, where I can. I think because it's going to be a mad few weeks when we're back, obviously, training again for Palermo. Obviously, the first game at Wolves and that. So I'm sure he'll be back soon. So just try and enjoy the quiet while we can, because this club, we know what it's like. It will start coming out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it'll be non-stop action, non-stop news. But yeah, but before we end, everyone want to say, guys, before we end?
No.
No. Okay, fair enough. How about you guys?
Okay then.
Subscribe to Alf.
Okay.
Oh God, what are you showing now? I'm once again asking you to give me content. Yeah, well, that's what we're all trying to. That's LB every day, right, bro? It's like, give me content, anything will do, please. I don't
Anyhow.
blame him. Like, bro. one last dance, man. Yeah, but big up, obviously, everyone. Big up Dave as well, man. I'm sure you messaged on about the chat channel, man. Big up to you. Always a big support as a Steve and everyone else and Dash in the chat. Big up Martin as well, coming on earlier on as well. We'll be back on the same for stream soon as well. At some point, should be good. So, guys, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't to channels. Subscribe to Alfie already too. We'll see you guys again with another stream hopefully soon. And take care, guys. For the rest of your week. Take care.
And yeah, Pablo